Thanks for coming, everyone. We're just getting set up in here, making sure that
We need to do two.
I see our friend from Wisconsin Humane Society is here. I'm looking for one other person. Oh, and Megan, right? Let's see. Hi, thank you for coming. Welcome to, by the way, it's a little funny. We have two representatives here who probably have no idea what's going on, to a pretend bat mitzvah. This might be your first pretend bat mitzvah. I'm not sure. Maybe you go to them all the time. But welcome. Thank you for coming. We'll start in just a minute. So, Gavert Hartenstein, thank you so much for recording. Is there a way to make me the co-host so I can share my screen as well?
I did. Jody already did it.
Oh, you did? Oh, thank you. No, but I want to share my screen. All right, so give me one more second and then we will start. Gavert Hartenstein, I just sent you, if you're the host, if you're a host, which is great. All I just want to share that screen that I just sent you on
Jody,
a slideshow.
We are co-hosts. You should be good to go.
Oh, then I am good to go. Thank you. All right. So welcome, everybody. I'm going to talk way louder. All right. I'm talking to fifth grade B over there, fifth grade A over here. We got Gavert Kimmel in a party dress in the middle. And we are super excited to welcome you to our 13-year celebration of Gavert Kimmel, of course. Yay, Gavert Kimmel, woohoo! And of course, the culmination of hard work from our fifth graders who did an amazing job researching Torah and planning Mitzvah projects and so many other things.
Hold on.
Okay, Gavert Brody will be spotlighting for us, hopefully muted, but okay. So to start off, I just want to say I really appreciated that Gavert Kimmel was so open to this unit and sort of collaborating, so that they read Turtle Boy. They just heard from the author of Turtle Boy about 5 minutes ago, who was really excited to talk to them because his mom was a teacher here as well, one of the founding teachers here. And he talked a lot about Wisconsin and how he even knows Henry's mom. So that was kind of cool. And now we are here to sort of mark the actual rite of passage of bat mitzvah. So many of us haven't been to one in person in a while, but here we are. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do the presentation of our Mitzvah Fund checks, because we have two people here who are going to be accepting these checks on behalf of their organizations. So I'm going to ask Serena to come up and present the first check. Want to come up, Serena? I want you to hold it up to the so Serena is going to, I'm going to actually stop my share. And Serena's going to hold up our very large check. Can everyone see the check? You want to face Gavert Brody? Yeah. Okay, so it says, let's see. It says, pay to the order of the Wisconsin Humane Society for $716.74. Which is a ton of money. And so we were really excited to raise that much for the Humane Society. And our students researched it. They first each chose their own organization. They advocated. They learned about advocacy. And then they voted. And they talked through all of this. They planned all of their fundraisers. And some of them worked out really well. And others were really hard because of COVID and other things and challenges. But everyone learned something from the process. And now we have this money to give away. Also, a real check is in the mail. Don't worry. It's not all pretend. It's also real. And I just would love if you could say a couple words on behalf of the Wisconsin Humane Society about where will this money go? How will it be helpful to the animals that we all love?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone. That is so amazing. And it's really inspiring to see that level of advocacy and caring about the community at such a young age. I know that probably a lot of you have been thinking about that even younger, but it's really inspiring and important to us. We help over 40,000 animals every year across 5 different campuses. So we are in Milwaukee, Ozaukee, Racine, Green Bay, and Door County. So you really are helping all sorts of animals with your donation. We see dogs, cats, bunnies, guinea pigs, birds, even wilder animals than that. So it's really, really important that we have that sort of support. We don't have any sort of funding nationally. We're not part of a big organization. So we need folks just like you to help out. So thank you. It's really, really cool. This money will go towards things like food, things like enrichment, so toys, different leashes to help animals go for walks, as well as medicine and vet care. That's a huge piece. A lot of animals who come in need some extra help and a little extra care before they can get out into their homes. So this will be a huge, huge help in that. So thank you so much. This is really, really amazing. Yes, claps again. I won't clap for the mic, but thank you. This is really awesome.
Thank you so much. And I know all of our students care so much about animals. We have a lot of animal lovers in our rooms. So thank you so much for coming. And look for the check in the mail. And if you ever want a really large check, we can also make that happen too.
The large check means a lot to me as well. I miss getting large checks. So being able to see it across the screen is also amazing. I love the work put into that as well.
Thank you so much. All right. And then we're going to have Elijah's going to come up and get our other check. So students also, we all have lots of different things we care about. The one on the bottom, thank you. And we're gonna ask that so first we're gonna look at Elijah's check. So it says, pay to the order of Moms Demand Action for $716.73. Woo! So this, I know we had a lot of students who care a lot about gun violence in schools, and making sure kids are safe, which is a #1 issue on all of our minds all the time. And so it's really meaningful that we are able to send this money to our local chapter, our Wisconsin chapter of Moms Demand Action. And I'm going to ask that if you're able to come and unmute and let us know where this money might be going to help your organization.
Yes, well, I just want to thank you, students, for choosing us as a worthy organization. We will make sure that this money is put to good use. So for those who don't know, Moms Demand Action, we are the grassroots organization. That means we are the ones in the community working for Everytown for gun safety to be part of the gun violence prevention movement. We are all about responsible gun ownership and responsible gun laws. So we actually work on our state and local level within Wisconsin, as well as our national, but really in our states, because that's where all of our gun laws are made, to make sure that our guns are stored responsibly. We fight for universal background checks, and a lot of this money is used towards our lobbying efforts to talk to our legislatures in Madison about that. This money helps us secure the permits we need to have our marches and our rallies. This helps us have tables at farmers markets and kids festivals when we are able to come back in person and do all of that. To teach people about our Be Smart program, which a lot of people don't know. We teach people about being a responsible gun owner, how to keep locks on your guns, how to keep ammunition and guns stored separately. We teach people about that. We actually buy gun locks for people who might not have them. So this money goes towards all of that. Education, lobbying for responsible gun laws. We do so much with it. We actually support our gun violence survivors as well. We're able to support them with gardens. We built a garden 2 years ago in inner city Milwaukee to honor different survivors in that community near Rufus King High School. So all this money goes to helping gun violence in our community, and more responsible gun laws to be passed. So thank you so much for that. It means a lot to us.
Thank you so much for coming on and talking a little more about the organization. And again, we'll also have a check in the mail for you. So thank you again for coming today. You guys want to say thank you? Yes, they can't hear you. You have to actually talk. We have 20 fifth graders in here. I know it doesn't look like it. We're all spread out to keep safe here. But they're very thankful. Thanks for coming out to our Zoom. All right. And next up, I'm going to reshare. Okay. So students have been learning about this quote that we are not obligated to finish the task, but neither can we desist from it. Right, guys? We've been reading this at least 3 or 4 or 5 times in class. And so we are going to continue working. This is just the beginning. In fact, you guys are 5th graders. Has anyone had a bar mitzvah? No, of course not. How old do you have to be? 13 or 12, or we know the difference, right? So now you guys we have planted the seeds in your brain. Okay, so hopefully you're starting to think about what that might look like for you and your family. It's going to look really different for everyone, but that's okay. All right, so another part of bar mitzvah is Torah, of course. A big part is the Torah. And so we just wanted to share, this is a reflection on what it means to be a Jewish adult. Some responded to what did they learn from their Torah project. Some responded to what did they learn for their mitzvah project. But either way, these are very brief reflections. We have longer projects, but there's 20 students and it's just too much for one Zoom. So we'll do those with our peers, but this is just a snippet of what everyone learned.
My Torah project, my part, I learned that it was frustrating, hard, and like it was hard to find an idea of like what to do and like doing the idea. Because sometimes it'll go wrong and sometimes it'll go good. Mine went wrong, but then I had to redo it and it turned good.
I learned that being a Jewish adult is not only to take responsibilities, but to learn from it. Being a Jewish adult means setting an example and to make a video about the Torah. A Jewish adult is caring for your community. I created a Torah story on Minecraft to really cool. I think being a Jewish adult is being part of your community. I learned a lot of things from that sort of thing in the chapter that I read. Make a Torah portion of Minecraft. Pharaoh hardened his heart and refused to let the Jews go. My mentor project didn't go as planned, but what I learned is that you have to go with the flow, and it worked out. I learned in this unit that to not just do what I want to do, but like to listen to other people and see what they want to do also. I learned about how the Israelites talked about God before Moses was there to convince them. What I learned is about Moses' speech impediment. It's cool people that never knew he ever had one. I learned that working together will make you succeed. I'm a Jewish adult, you need to learn how to advocate for yourself. And the Torah shows that Moses was very empathetic because he let all the slaves out of the slavery. I learned that even the side characters in the Torah created a big difference. I learned from the Torah that there's a lot to learn and you can never stop learning about the Torah. A bar mitzvah is a rite of passage. So in this unit, I learned that just like in Turtle Blade, sometimes some such things can be stressful. But you just gotta know that there are a lot of people that are new and that they're not lost. There are people that are trying to help their different.
All right, we have a couple more exciting things to show you guys. All right. So Zev, do you want to play so we can set the mood a bit before we head into Rick Kimmel's Devar Toro? Zev is going to play some music for us. If everyone's able to mute so we could hear Zev and Rick Kimmel, that would be really great. Thank you. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pin Joy. How do I do that?
More.
No. Here's Joy. Why is it black? What is she on dinner? My personal laptop that's in there. I know,
You should just unmute.
there.
Jody. Can you do that again, but you unmute, and I'll mute, and you do Direct Kimmel in the middle?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. We are going to hear, thank you to Zed, that was beautiful. And it's nice to have some music in our lives since we're not really singing. So Gavira Brody's going to have her phone on, so you can hear Direct Kimmel's bat mitzvah speech now. So I'm going to mute, and she will unmute.
Hi.
Let's try that again. Yep, hold on.
Awesome. Okay, so hi. As you can tell, I like getting into the spirit of costumes. So this is my party bat mitzvah dress. And I brought to show the kids my actual bat mitzvah invitation from 1998. It was tie-dye, so I wore my tie-dye mask today and my whole thing was tie-dye. So little has changed. I know I still look 13. Okay. Gavira Honigman, can you remind me how I pronounce the Torah portion? Right?
It's like the hardest one.
Okay. So this week's Torah portion is what Gavira Honigman said. And in this portion, Moses gets the Israelites together and talks to them about Shabbat. And he gives them God's directions to make the Mishkan, which was basically a gathering space for prayer and community. So the idea was that every Israelite was supposed to contribute to the Mishkan. They were super excited to contribute. In fact, some actually, much like many of you and myself, got overly excited and even contributed too much. So they were also asked to give gifts to the sanctuary to show thankfulness to God and thankfulness also for the freedom to pray as a Jewish person. So to me, it almost sounds like the Israelites and Moses were finally able to build a place that felt like home, a place where they were free to be themselves, be with each other, and grow as Jewish people. The Israelites, as you know, had to overcome many struggles, hardship, and loss leading up to this, and it felt like building the Mishkan and contributing to it was finally like the light at the end of the tunnel for them, a gift. So I have to say that teaching at NJDS truly has been a gift. And while I did not have to endure Pharaoh or the plagues to get to NJDS, I often found myself lost on the journey to becoming a teacher. And when I started at NJDS, and even more so now, I feel much like I think the Israelites did, thankful to have found such a special place to be myself, clearly, and be surrounded by an amazing community. So I'm so thankful to the entire community that continues to contribute and build NJDS to essentially be all of our Mishkan. Just like the Israelites gave gifts, the teachers and administrators contribute the gift of flexibility and the encouragement to take risks. It's why I dressed as a turtle earlier today, and it's how this entire event was possible. I also want to say thank you to the amazing families that contribute to our NJDS Mishkan. You work as our partners in learning, you provide amazing feedback, and you constantly show us and your children gratitude, which is an incredible gift. The most important and the most exciting contributors to the NJDS Mishkan are the students. The Mishkan felt like a holy place for the Israelites, and oftentimes it's the students that make NJDS so special. And sometimes you even make moments at our school feel holy. The moments when you ask tough questions, when you take risks, when you demonstrate a growth mindset, they always blow me away. So it is wonderful to teach for 13 years in a place where students can feel like they can be themselves and take risks, just like the Israelites did in the Mishkan. You, the students, contribute to our NJDS Mishkan by living our core values of wonder, empathy, and tikkun olam. And you make me so proud every single day to not only be a teacher here, but also a parent. I'm forever thankful for the contributions from families, colleagues, and students who have made my 13 years so special. In particular to you guys, this class of 2024, and Gavira Honigman, who made this a really special project. And really, this is the fun part for me, to be ridiculous and silly and dress as a turtle today. But this is not about me. It is not about the 13 years at MJDS. It is truly about the learning and growing that you did around this project and the amazing, incredible amount of money that you raised and came up with amazing projects to raise for those organizations. So mazel tov, not to me, but to the 5th graders who seriously blew me away a million times and more with this awesome project. And thank you for letting me be part of the fun. That's all.
Yay, Gilbert Kimmel. We can actually clap. Yay, Gilbert Kimmel. We're not done though.
Yasher Koach.
So just like any, bat mitzvah, we do have a gift for the bat mitzvah woman. And so right now, I'm just going to say one quick transition thing. There is candy being handed out to the students. They are not doing anything with it right now, just as an FYI. They are just holding on to it in their hands. No one is eating it, of course. And we are just holding it. And I will let you know when and what we are doing with it after Brody speaks. Okay?
So, like at any bat mitzvah or bar mitzvah at school, Adele Littman or rather Taylor or I get the honor to present a gift. And I can't wait until this class has their bar mitzvahs because I will be so excited to present a gift to all of them. But today I get the privilege of presenting your bat mitzvah gift to you. Now, if we were in synagogue, you would hear things like from the sisterhood, you get candlesticks, and from the men's club, a kiddush cup.
Don't forget.
Class of 2024 and all of their families, we have a very special gift for you that the children sitting in this room will probably not understand at all and not get it all, but every one of the parents watching this Zoom will fully understand and appreciate. So normally I wouldn't ask you to open this gift, but today I'm going to switch with you and I'm going to hold your Devar Torah and I'm going to ask you to open it for all of the parents and the kids, even though they probably don't get it.
Well,
but I'm going to ask you
this
to
is what I think it is.
just open the
I'm
gift.
about to relive my 5th grade dream. Yes! This is amazing. Thank you so much. You guys, remember I don't know if I told you this when I was in 4th and 5th grade. I collected Lisa Frank erasers and notebooks and traded them with my friends. And when you got like 2 rainbows in a row, it was thought of as a collector's item.
So this is your bat
This
mitzvah
is
gift.
my new binder.
Thank you to Lena Wallace who found this at Costco months ago and we held on to it for so long.
Thank you.
We are going to wrap this up very quickly. We are nearing the amount of time that you are all allowed to safely be in this room together.
True.
So mazel tov to Gilbert Kimmel.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Mazel Tov. Speaking of safety, wait, Gilbert Kimmel, we now need to do the important Jewish ritual of pelting you with candy. So, cohort A is going to throw first, and then they're going to gather theirs, and then cohort B is going to throw theirs and gather theirs, and then we're going to quietly walk upstairs and eat our candy in our classrooms. Okay? All right.
What do we say first? You
First we yell, Mazel Tov. God. Get them. And cohort B, your turn. Thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the program. Mazel tov to everyone.
Thank you.
Parents, thank you for being a part of this. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Mazel
And
tov.
goodbye.
I'm going to cohort A.